Hello everyone, welcome to Kranti Tutors. In today's video, we are going to revise mathematics portion of term 2 2022. So without further ado, let's start the video. Now today we will discuss all the formulas of the respective chapters that are coming in term 2. Already the chapters are very easy and I am sure that maximum student will score 40 out of 40. Because the paper is divided into 10 mark MCQ and 30 marks for the full length. 10 mark MCQ is very easy for you guys because you have already solved term 1 paper as your MCQ paper. So these 10 marks are, I think every kid or every student will score 10 out of 10 in the MCQ section. Now coming back to the 30 marks section, you will have 5 questions. In that you have to attempt any 3 out of this. And again the question will be subdivided into 3 parts or maybe 2 questions. So 3, if there are 3 questions, then 3 and 4, and then 5 marks division will be there. So let us start with coordinate geometry. Coordinate geometry, there are reflection, equation of line, and again section formula and midpoint formula. Okay, so now first of all you need to know what is a point and how it is denoted. Point is P x comma y, where x stands for abscissa and y stands for your ordinate. Now let us see, coordinate of origin are O 0 0, coordinate of x axis will be x 0, coordinate of y axis will be 0 y. Correct. Now let us revise the reflection in particular axis. Now reflection in y equal to 0. Now y equal to 0 is the equation of x axis. So remember, y equal to 0 and x axis both are same, meanings are same. Now reflection in x axis or y equal to 0 will be, x will be unchanged, only your y will change, right? So mxy will be x minus y. Remember, y equal to 0, it is x axis, and x axis, if it is reflection is in x axis, x will not change, only y will change. Now reflection in y axis, the equation will be now x equal to 0. So what will be reflection? My xy will be, now here x will change and y will remain unchanged. So minus x and y. So in case of y equal to 0, that is x axis, x is unchanged, only y will change. In case of x equal to 0 and y axis, y will change, y will not change, only x will change. Okay, so now reflection in the origin, both the coordinates will change. Mxy will be m minus x minus y. So the next term is invariant point. Let us go through the definition of it. Any point that remains unaltered under a given reflection or transformation is called invariant point. Suppose the point is 4 0, that means y coordinate is 0 and x is 4. The point is lying on x axis. So whenever the reflection is in x axis, it will be unaltered, it will not change its position. So it is invariant in that reflection. When the point is 0 6, so x is 0 and y is your 6. So obviously reflection in y axis will be unaltered. Then comes your 0 0, that is origin. In this case the reflection in x axis, y axis and origin will be unaltered, or transformation will be not there. So it is invariant point. Now the next terms are the reflection in x equal to a. So now x equal to a, x equal to 0 represents your y axis. So obviously x equal to a is the line which will be parallel to your y axis, right? So in this case the transformations will be, x will be changing and y will be unaltered because the line is parallel to y axis. So it will be 2a minus x and y will be unchanged. Now next, reflection in the line y is equal to b. Y equal to 0 is your x axis. So y equal to b is the line parallel to your x axis. So in this case now x will be unchanged and y will be changing. So the reflection point will be x comma 2b minus y. You just have to put the value of a and b in the respective formula. Just keep the formula in your mind. Now let's come to the geometry of section and midpoint formula. Section formula, what does it say? If the line is AB and the point is P, A is having coordinate x1, y1, B is having coordinate x2, y2, P is x and comma y. How can I get now coordinate of P? Now AP as to PB is m1 as to m2. That is the distance ratio between them. So what formula I am having? x is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 upon m1 plus m2, right? And y will be m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. Here I have shown, see, now x2 and y2 resembles to m1 and x1 y1 will be multiplied to m2, reverse. What type of problems are here? You have to find the coordinates of that point which is bisecting your line. So you will have m1 and m2 and the coordinates of a and b also, but sometimes the coordinates are given and then you have asked to calculate m1 and m2. In that case you have to assume the ratio as k as to 1 and then solve it, and you will get the value for k, which will be in the p by q form, or like it will be a rational number which is nothing but a ratio in itself. So you will get m1 and m2. Again, midpoint formula. In midpoint formula you will have only x is equal to x1 plus x2 upon 2 and y will be equal to y1 plus y2 upon 2. That's it. Now comes next comes centroid of a triangle. What is the centroid? Now here I have taken ABC as a triangle. So I will take median of each side. So I have drawn here the median of 3 vertices on the respective lines. Okay, and where these medians are meeting is nothing but your centroid, which is denoted as G. This centroid or this point is divided, these lines are divided into 2:1 ratio. So the formula for calculating this centroid is x1 plus x2 plus x3 upon 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 upon 3. X1 comes the equation of line part. Now here some students do mistakes, but if we divide and understand what are the given things in your question, it is very easy to solve. See, now the equation of line is always in the linear equation form, which having a degree of 1. Ax plus by plus c is the format of that equation, and it is a straight line. Now slope, in this case we have gone through slope. What is slope? It is denoted as m is equal to tan of theta, where theta is treated or said as inclination. It is inclination. Keep that in mind, because in some examples they use this word inclination, and for slope they use gradient. Okay, so m is gradient or slope, theta is your inclination. Okay, so slope is calculated by the tangent of that particular theta. Here I have shown in the diagram that the straight line is passing through the second quadrant of your graph, x-axis and y-axis. Now what is inclination? The angle between the line and the x-axis. Now you have to always take from the anti-clockwise. The angle will be from the anti-clockwise always. Keep that thing in your mind. Okay, so for x-axis theta will be 0 degree, because the straight line is nothing but x-axis only, so it is 0 degree. And for like y-axis, which is perpendicular to your x-axis, so the inclination will be of 90 degree. Okay, so tan 0 is again 1 and tan 90 is not defined. So slope for x-axis will be 1 and slope for tan 90 will be not defined. In order to calculate slope, there are 3 methods. So first, slope of straight line passing through 2 fixed points. So A and B are the 2 points and you have to find the slope of that line. In that case, you will have coordinates of A and coordinates of B. In that case, slope will be y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. That is your tan theta. Okay, slope m is equal to tan theta is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Now there are slope of parallel lines. In case of parallel lines, the slopes are equal. m1 is equal to m2. m1 is the slope for first line, and the line which is parallel to this line m1, the slope will be m2. In this case, the lines are parallel, so m1 is equal to m2. Now in case of perpendicular lines like this, y is perpendicular to x-axis, m1 multiplied to m2 gives you minus 1. So keep this thing in mind. The question will be either you will have m1 or m2 and you have to calculate the another one. Okay, this is the calculation of slope. Now next comes equation of line. The 3 types will be slope intercept form. In this case, you will have slope and y-intercept. You just have to put y is equal to mx plus c, put m and c, you will get the equation of line. The next part is slope point form. In this case, slope and point will be given, so m is already given and point x1 y1 is given. In that case, equation of line will be y minus y1 equals to m into x minus x1. The third part is where the 2 points are given. By using these 2 points, you can calculate m, which is m is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, and the line equation will be y minus y1 equals to m into x minus x1. So this concludes our equation of line. Now the third or last part of in this chapter is to calculate the slope and intercepts. So you will have certain equation in like linear equation will be there. You have to convert that equation in terms of y is equal to mx plus c. You will compare these two equations, you will get m also and c also. It's again a very easy and scoreable thing. Now let's take a break.